Hello and good afternoon, Kryptonians. This is Crypto Layman. I'm here with a quick video today, which will aim to answer a few questions, and also I would appreciate if somebody could help me answer a few questions in relation to some of these devices that are currently available on the market. We will start off quickly with a summary of what this video will entail. So first of all, we'll be looking at the miners and the prices, etc., and how credible I find, so far they have been, or any concerns that I have, and I will express those, and if there is somebody who could answer those questions or address those concerns, I would greatly appreciate that. So that would be the first part of the video. The second part will sort of look at answering the question that everyone's been asking. There is a reward halving coming up in August 2021 on the project's anniversary date. So everyone, including myself, have been asking the question whether or not it will be profitable to mine or host a hotspot after the halving. So I'll just try and look at those things, look at a little bit of on the tokenomics side of things, so token economics, and we'll try and sort of answer that question, or at least come close to answering it, and see what the facts are on the ground. I must address one thing, that this is not going to be financial advice or any advice in terms of whether or not you should or shouldn't invest in hosting a miner or buy one. This is just a video to try and understand how things are working and which way they could potentially go in the future, from a layman's perspective, for people who are in a similar boat, or in the same boat that I am in. So none of this is going to be financial advice, and it's all just my own pure research and my opinion. Please feel free to agree or disagree with my opinion. I am just learning, and I really appreciate every single comment where I have made a mistake, or where I have got something right. This just gives me future direction. If there is something that you would like me to look into or answer, please, by all means, feel free to leave a comment. So let's begin now and look into the first thing. So the first things first, what I noticed was with the rack miner, the rack hotspot miner version 2, to be precise, from CalChip. As I've mentioned in my previous videos, I'm currently running one, and looking at it, it has been, it is actually quite profitable, and if I had bought it, which I didn't in this case, it would have been an ROI. My return on investment would have been in about a week or 10 days. But I don't actually own the miner. I've got it for Emirates. If you want to know more about it, then please check out one of my videos. I will actually place the card up on the right hand corner now for you. And so I am not earning everything that the miner is actually producing. I'm only getting a 20% share, because I actually didn't invest any money whatsoever as an experiment to sort of get on board. So ROI was quite interesting. It was, it would have paid for itself within 10 days, give or take. So the hotspot miner that I'm familiar with is the rack version 2. I know they are being rolled out. I know several people who have them and who've been using them and mining with them. What I wanted to talk about was the actual price increase. So 2 days ago, I ordered a miner for $349.99, and the following day the price has gone up to $409.99. So from $349.99 to $409.99. That's a $60 increase, or jump all of a sudden. So that's one of the things that we need to be sort of aware of. Obviously, the more expensive the hardware, the longer it will take you to get your return on investment. Bearing that in mind, I still haven't got a confirmed shipping date, so it'll probably be somewhere in May or June time that it will be dispatched. So there is a few months waiting time. So this I know is working, so I just wanted to bring that to your attention, that the price has gone up. So secondly, with Nebra is another company that's offering them, and I am not entirely sure how this company is doing. The issue I have with Nebra is their shipping is constantly being delayed. So they were due to ship this in March, the indoor ones, the first batch, and it has been further delayed, which consequently most probably will mean further delays in the following batches as well. And since this is the first batch, I assume, and I'm not sure whether I'm correct or incorrect, please do let me know if anyone has got a Nebra miner, that this is the very first batch of these miners, and nobody in actual fact owns any of these or is running any of these. If you have bought them and if you've got confirmed delivery dates, please let us know. It would be nice for people to sort of get an idea as to what the waiting times are and how long they may have to wait for. The Bobcat miner on paper looks really good. The only issue I have with the Bobcat miner is the payment option for buying a Bobcat is at the best a bit dodgy looking, at the very least. And I know several people have ordered these, but I am not sure whether anyone is actually currently using any of a Bobcat 300. So if you are, please let me know how you're getting on. For the benefit of the community, just leave a comment, or you can email me. My email address is at cryptolayman2021, that's 2021 @gmail.com. The price for this hasn't yet increased. I think it's the same as it has been, which is roughly $429. There we go. And again, same with the Syncrobit. Again, shipping is delayed. I don't know if anyone is currently mining with these. If you are, let me know. I would appreciate that. So let's talk about token economics. Right. So as we all know, so there are miners being ordered left, right and centre, and by the tons everywhere. Now, that combined with the upcoming halving of the reward in August, which is classified, or which has been called the HIP20 protocol, that is being accepted by the community and has been implemented. Now we will look at what that would mean for us as you know, Helium miners and as people who are providing the network coverage. First of all, you know, I made this little presentation, so hopefully, again, you know, this will be helpful to visualize stuff. I haven't got many diagrams, or any diagrams for that matter, in this video, so please bear with me there. I'll just, you know, consider these as notes to myself more than anything else. So first of all, we'll look at how does the whole Helium, you know, network work. then we'll look at token economics, and then we'll look at what that means for people like you and I who are willing to or planning to become miners. So first of all, the Helium model, the way it works is there are two participants, mainly. The first ones are miners, so you and I, and people who provide the network infrastructure. We basically plug in those miners and get rewarded HNT tokens for providing proof of coverage and transmitting data across the network. I think that is pretty simply put, quite easy to understand. What we need to know is that HNT or Helium has their own blockchain, which they use to basically process all the data and which is used to award tokens, etc. The second participant is a very important one, is the consumer. These are companies and individuals who use the Helium network to track and trace their assets. It could be scooters, it could be vehicles, it could be anything, your lost keys, or anything for that matter. And the way this works is that the consumers do not use HNT tokens, but they use data credits. Now, data credits are slightly different. It's a different token, and they are non-transferable, and they are only obtained by burning HNT tokens. So again, HNT tokens are exchanged for DCs, data credits, which have a fixed value of 0.00001 USD. So they are fixed at that, and those are the credits that people use to basically buy the data transferred over the network. So HNT, I'm just going to quickly rush through it. The video is getting slightly longer. So it's a cryptocurrency with its own blockchain. HNT, what we need to know about token economics is it's minted by miners, as I said, by transferring data. Now, what was HIP20? HIP20 is a new update to the protocol that has been agreed upon by the Helium community. And what they have said is that instead of having an infinite supply of HNT tokens, the tokens will now be limited to 223 million HNT that will ever be minted. So, and I think they will reach that figure somewhere in 2070. Now, the maximum amount of HNT, and this is according to the HIP20 protocol, that's the new change, is capped at 5 million HNT a month. So this is halved every 2 years on the 1st of August, which is the anniversary of the project. And the first halving will take place on the 1st of August this year. So 5 million HNT a month are allotted, which actually also explains sometimes the difference in, or the fluctuation in how much rewards you get for example, emitting a beacon or witnessing a transaction. So those values vary depending on where we are in terms of the max capped supply each month. What could that mean for for our future? I mean, it's very simple economics, to be honest. The more hotspots there are, they will all have to share that capped supply each month, which would mean that the reward values will be lower. So because now at the moment it's 5 million tokens that are being divided over 26,000 hotspots roughly. The more the hotspots, the less we obviously will earn in terms of rewards. However, that being said, the way that they have implemented this whole thing is they're using something called token mint and burn equilibrium. So they're burning tokens and minting tokens at the same time, and thereby limiting the supply of the tokens, and that inevitably raises the token price and value. So we were talking about inevitably the price having to go up because of the scarcity of the token available. The burning and the minting, ideally, if they are in the right proportions to each other, the price will inevitably go up. So what this could mean for us as miners is very simple. We could still be in for a profit. So let me answer the main question: will mining be still worth in the future? So in my opinion, the short answer to this question is yes, as long as the running cost of the hotspot, which is what the electricity cost, and obviously the internet connection that you have, which is very, very low at the moment, which I think it consumes something like 5 watts of electricity, which is the equivalent of a light bulb. So the cost of running it is very low. So as long as the cost remains low and the Helium token has some sort of worth which is higher than the cost of running the device, it will definitely be profitable in the future. That being said, the increased demand of the hotspots, has, as we discussed in the beginning of this video, raised the cost price of the device. What that means is, if you buy a device, it's an initial investment that you make, and if the returns are low and the price of the token remains low, then the return on investment could take longer than it is at the moment. I mean, at the moment, it's the initial stages, so the mining is quite good. Come August, if the mining reward is halved according to the HIP20 protocol, but the price of the token increases, it will definitely work out in a similar way. So say the token now is worth something around $17. If I go back 3 weeks, it was somewhere around $5 and $7. So the demand in the hotspots has definitely raised awareness and the utilization of the network. So that has resulted in a higher token price, which has seen the profits that people are making at the moment skyrocket. So that could still be profitable in the future. On the flip side, if the network adoption increases at a higher rate than the expansion of the network, i.e. more hotspots, then if it keeps rising because the token is becoming more scarce through the burning of the token and limited mining and the limited supply overall, then if the token's worth more, the ROI could still be realized quite quickly. So that could still be possible. As I said, this is all speculation. This is all nothing set in stone. It all really depends on how the network does as a whole and how widely the network gets adopted in the future. So don't take this as financial advice that you should invest in the project or jump head first into the project and put all your money in. I would suggest start slowly, make a very informed decision. Don't rush into things and think about things. Do not use money that you're not willing to lose. That's always my advice when it comes to crypto. So my final opinion is, tokenomics aside, from what I've learned firsthand, is that the profitability of the miner will all depend on your location. So if you are located in a region where you don't have any other hotspots within 300 meters of your hotspot, but there are some around which are further away than 300, meters, but still close enough for you to witness, then that is where higher rewards can be achieved. I can give you an example. The hotspot that I'm currently witnessing, and I'm only witnessing one, is located in a place where it's naturally elevated. It's a higher location, so to speak, on a hill that's on a slightly higher geographical location. So that hotspot is able to witness other hotspots and other transactions miles away. I mean, I think the longest one I saw was 26 kilometers away that he witnessed a beacon. So that being said, and again, take this as a pinch of salt, but he has earned over 625 HNT in the last 30 days. That is over $10,000. But I'm not saying that that is going to be your result. I'm just trying to illustrate that that particular hotspot is geographically in a very good location, and due to that geographical location, he is able to mine a lot more than I am. So I am located slightly lower. I can only witness one, and I am still making, a decent amount. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, tokenomics aside, obviously they play a huge factor. I think a large proportion of how successful and how profitable your mining will be depends on your hotspot's location. So that is a key factor. I hope this video is informative and it will help. Again, I am not a professional in any way, shape or form. I'm just a layman, so do apologize for my stuttering and going quiet. This is not scripted in any way. I'm trying to sort of, talk off the cuff, as I say. And I'm trying to sort of give you the best possible information that I have. Again, it's not set in stone. I'm not an expert. I'm not a financial advisor. So please, please, please do not take this as financial advice, and do not take this as, oh, this is going to be profitable, so I should jump head in first. If you happen to be in a bad location, you can invest in all sorts of hardware, but the problem will still persist that you won't be able to witness any hotspots, and then your money will be down the drain. So please do your due diligence and check out your location. Check out, how many hotspots will be located near you, and how this is going to work. Just to give you another example, I have seen another couple of hotspots not too far away from me. I'm not in line of sight with them at the moment, so I can't witness them. They're just out of range. But what I've noticed is that they are something like 100 meters apart from each other, and both of them are mining something like 0.1 HNT a day. So they're not very profitable at all, and they are only a few miles down the road. So please do your due diligence, do your research, and I would very strongly encourage that before you actually place an order, you go on to helium.place, which is a website, enter your location, and see how viable your location will be, and whether or not there are any hotspots nearby. So there is a bit of planning, so do your planning, do your due diligence, and then make a move. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope this helps. And as I said earlier, every comment is appreciated. I try and reply to every single comment that is being made. If there is anything that you can help me with that I've got wrong in this video, please, by all means, let me know. I stand to be corrected. I'm not an expert. And if there is anything you would like to share, things that I could learn, please feel free to share them with me, and I would really appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in, and I will speak to you soon.